Forget skinny. These celebrities gained weight and never looked hotter, happier, or more powerful. Shocking, maybe. Inspiring, absolutely. From red carpet rebels to pop icons flipping the script, they said goodbye to starvation and hello to self-love. You won't believe what they look like now or what they went through to get here, ready to see the transformations that broke all the rules. Justin Bieber. When Justin Bieber first hit the scene, he was all swoopy bangs, purple hoodies, and puppy dog charm. A baby-faced Canadian kid with a voice that melted tween hearts and a haircut that launched 1,000 imitators. He was sweet safe and so squeaky clean, your mom probably approved. But Bieber didn't stay a boy for long. As the spotlight burned brighter, Justin started shedding the sugary image. The hair got shorter, the jawline sharper. Tattoos appeared like plot twists, sleeves, neck ink, even a tiny cross near his eye. His sound matured, his lyrics got moodier, and suddenly the kid from Baby was singing about heartbreak, faith, and everything in between. Of course, the journey wasn't all smooth. Fame came fast, and so did the growing pains, tabloid drama, legal run-ins, and a few public missteps that made headlines faster than his music. But underneath it all, Bieber was evolving, not just physically but emotionally. Now he's the man with a new look, a new wife, and a new outlook. He's still got the voice, but now it's layered with experience. The boy wonder became a global icon, and the glow up, it's real raw and more human than you might expect. Because let's face it, he didn't just grow up, he grew through it. Zendaya. Zendaya didn't arrive on the scene with a bang, she kind of tiptoed in. As a Disney star on Shake It Up, she was the sweet tall girl with big hair, skinny jeans, and an energy that said, "I'm still figuring it out." Cute, definitely, but show-stopping, not just yet. Then she grew up, quietly, elegantly, and all at once. Gone was the teen's sidekick vibe, replaced by a woman who could command a runway with a single look. Zendaya didn't just glow up, she evolved. Her fashion, untouchable. One day she's wearing a suit sharper than your dad's, the next she's a vision in sculpted couture. She made androgynous cool elegance edgy, and somehow made every red carpet feel like her personal stage. But it wasn't just about the clothes. Zendaya found her voice. On screen, she delivered gut-wrenching performances in Euphoria. Off-screen, she became a role model, graceful, grounded, and always in control. She moved from that girl on Disney to that woman making Hollywood rethink everything. And through it all, she kept her calm, her kindness, and that low-key confidence that makes her transformation feel less like a makeover and more like a blooming. Not everyone can pull off a glow-up this smooth, but Zendaya, she made it look effortless. Dove Cameron. When Dove Cameron first fluttered onto our screens in Disney Channel's Liv and Maddie, she was all sunshine and squeaky clean charm. The classic girl next door with big eyes, soft curls, and that unmistakable Disney glow. She played the double role of bubbly twin and sporty twin, but in real life, Dove was still figuring out who she was. Spoiler alert, she found out, and she found her edge. As the years passed, Dove traded pastel cardigans for bold lipstick-swapped innocence for allure and stepped confidently into her grown-up glow-up. By the time her Marilyn Monroe-inspired shoot dropped in Galore magazine, the transformation was official. The world blinked, did a double-take, and realized this wasn't a Disney kid anymore. But Dove's evolution isn't just about looks, it's about ownership. She's embraced her quirks, her voice, her softness, and her shadows. Her music became moodier, her style a little darker, a little sharper, still elegant but with bite. It's like she walked off the Disney lot and straight into her own power. Today, Dove is equal parts siren and soul. She didn't lose that sweet sparkle, she just paired it with red lipstick and a killer gaze. Proof that even the girl next door has a wild, wicked side waiting to be seen. Dwayne Johnson. Before he was Hollywood's highest-paid actor or everyone's favorite motivational gym dad, Dwayne Johnson was, well, a little awkward. Yes, that Dwayne Johnson, the one with the legendary muscles, megawatt smile, and box office power. Back in the 90s, The Rock was rocking questionable turtlenecks, a gold chain, and a fanny pack with the confidence of a man who knew greatness was coming eventually. Originally a football player, then a pro wrestler, Dwayne had the size but not yet the style. His hairline struggled, his fashion sense wandered, and let's just say his looks screamed more uncle at a barbecue than global movie star. But charisma, that was there from day one. Then came the switch. He shaved his head, leaned into the weight room like it owed him money, and somehow made tight black t-shirts a full-on brand. Add in a few eyebrow raises, a mountain of discipline, and suddenly The Rock was everywhere, from action flicks to feel-good comedies to your daily inspiration feed on Instagram. Now he's not just hot, he's unstoppable. He didn't just glow up, he bulldozed through it one protein shake at a time. And yes, that fanny pack photo still exists, but when you look like this now, it's just part of the legend. Kylie Jenner. Growing up on reality TV isn't for the faint of heart, and Kylie Jenner lived every awkward stage under a microscope. While the rest of us hid our middle school photos, hers were broadcast to millions. Braces, thin lips, and a camera-ready pout that hadn't quite arrived, Kylie was the youngest and often labeled the plain one in a family built on glam. But oh, how the tables turned. Somewhere between lip kits and social media domination, Kylie pulled off one of the most iconic glow-ups in pop culture. She went from baby-faced sidekick to a full-blown beauty mogul before she could legally rent a car. With fuller lips, we'll leave that mystery alone, a sharper jawline and curves that made headlines. Kylie stepped out of the Kardashian shadow and built her own empire. By 21, she was on the cover of Forbes. By 25, she had reshaped the beauty industry. And while people still debate what's natural and what's not, one thing's clear: Kylie knew exactly what she was doing. But her transformation isn't just about contour and gloss. It's about branding confidence and proving that the quiet one might just be the most powerful voice of all. Because whether you love her lip kits or side-eye her selfies, you have to admit Kylie didn't just glow up. She cashed in. Chris Pratt. Long before he was saving galaxies as Star-Lord or fighting dinosaurs in Jurassic World, Chris Pratt was just the lovable goofball from Parks and Recreation. With his soft belly, charming clumsiness, and permanent snack-in-hand energy, Andy Dwyer was everyone's favorite sitcom slacker, but Hollywood had other plans. When Chris landed the lead role in Guardians of the Galaxy, fans were stunned, not because of the casting, but because of the transformation. In just 6 months, the funny man traded his nachos for nutrition plans and swapped lazy Sundays for 6-day workout weeks. The results? Let's just say the universe wasn't the only thing getting saved. He dropped 60 pounds, gained a six-pack, and somehow managed to keep the same goofy grin. No ego, just endorphins. He even joked that the secret to his new physique was cutting out beer, which for someone who played Andy is basically a sacrifice of mythic proportions. Today, Chris walks the red carpet with action hero confidence, but he still throws out dad jokes like it's his side hustle. His glow-up didn't erase his humor, it amplified it, because in the end, the real transformation wasn't just physical, it was the moment Hollywood realized the guy who once played the chubby best friend, he could also save the world. Nicole Snooki Polizzi. If you watch Jersey Shore, you remember Snooki tiny, loud, and always just one tequila shot away from chaos. She was the queen of big hair leopard prints and unforgettable one-liners, but elegance, subtlety, not exactly her brand. In her early reality TV days, Nicole Snooki Polizzi was more punchline than pinup. Her style screamed party store chic, and her late-night escapades were legendary for all the wrong reasons. But beneath the bronzer and animal print, there was always more to Snooki than the memes. Then quietly but fiercely, she flipped the script. Snooki shed the late-night lifestyle, dropped 40 pounds, and embraced a glow-up that left fans doing double takes. Add in a few cosmetic tweaks, okay, more than a few, and suddenly she wasn't just a reality star, she was a whole new woman. Think chic mom vibes with a glam twist. Today, Snooki runs a business, raises 3 kids, and still brings the laughs just with fewer bar fights. She may have traded Jaeger bombs for juice boxes, but her spark, still iconic. So, if you ever doubted her, don't worry, Snooki's not mad. She's too busy being fabulous. Cameron Dallas. Once upon a time, in 2008, Cameron Dallas was just another awkward teenager trying to survive puberty. Think braces, spiky hair that defied gravity and logic in a frame so tiny he could probably hide behind a lamppost. Cute, maybe. Hot, not quite yet. Fast forward a few years and cue the dramatic music. Somewhere between awkward middle school selfies and his rise on Vine, Cameron hit his stride. He ditched the braces, swapped the gelled spikes for tousled waves, and started filling out his once skinny frame. His jawline arrived, his confidence followed, and just like that, a heartthrob was born. By the time he hit Instagram fame, Cameron was no longer that scrawny kid with a hopeful smirk. He was gracing magazine covers, walking runways, and causing teenage meltdowns with a single shirtless post. Not bad for a kid who used to get roasted for his middle school yearbook photo. But the real charm, it's not just the glow-up, it's how he never lost the goofy self-aware guy underneath. Cameron grew into his looks, sure, but he also kept his humor, humility, and that boy-next-door vibe that made fans fall for him in the first place. He's living proof that puberty can be ruthless, but sometimes it's also magic. Adam Levine. Before he was crowned People's Sexiest Man Alive, in 2013, Adam Levine was just a lanky teen with a face full of acne and the kind of awkward energy that makes high school feel even longer. He wasn't born with rock star swagger. It took time, confidence, and a few good haircuts to get there. In those early years, Adam didn't exactly stop traffic. He had the musical chops, sure, but the look, not quite. Picture oversized band tees, a wild mop of hair, and that "I swear I'm cool" slouch. Charming in a kind of indie boy next-door way, but far from the polished frontman we know today. Then came the glow-up. As Maroon 5 climbed the charts, so did Adam's style. The acne cleared, the tattoos appeared. The voice stayed the same, raspy and irresistible, but the attitude evolved. Suddenly he wasn't just the guy behind the mic, he was the guy everybody wanted to sit next to on The Voice. Now, with that signature smirk, lean frame, and confident strut, Adam has fully stepped into his leading man era. He's proof that being a late bloomer might just be the best kind of bloom. Because, let's be honest, awkward fades, but cool, that's earned. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato spent years chasing an illusion, one where thinner meant better, and being in control meant restricting every bite. But behind the flawless makeup and powerhouse vocals was a girl silently at war with her own body. For a long time, food was the enemy. Every meal came with guilt. Every pound felt like failure. Demi was applauded for her discipline even as she spiraled into obsession. Then came the crash and the courage to heal. She hit pause on the dieting, on the pressure, on the shame. She let herself eat. She let herself feel. And yes, she gained weight. But what she found in the process was far more powerful than a smaller dress size. She found freedom. Now Demi trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's strong, grounded, and no longer chained to the number on a scale. That doesn't mean every day is easy. Online trolls still talk. Old habits still whisper. But Demi keeps choosing peace over perfection, strength over skinny. Her message is loud and unapologetic. I'm more than my body. And in a culture obsessed with appearance, that kind of bravery is revolutionary. Bridget Malcolm. She wore the wings, she smiled for the cameras, but behind the dazzling runway lights, Bridget Malcolm was slowly disappearing. As a Victoria's Secret model, Bridget lived under an unspoken rule: the thinner the better. Or, at one point, she was consuming just 800 calories a day, barely enough to survive, let alone thrive. Her period stopped. Her digestion failed. Her mind became a fog of hunger and self-loathing. But no one questioned it. In fact, they praised her. "I thought I was healthy because I looked the part," she later confessed. But inside, she was breaking. One morning, something shifted. She looked in the mirror and didn't see strength, just sacrifice. That's when Bridget made the bravest decision of her life to walk away. She ditched the meal plans, tossed the scale, and started eating like a human again. Slowly, her body healed. Her mind followed. She gained weight, but also gained something far more valuable: clarity. Bridget now speaks out against the toxic beauty standards that nearly destroyed her. She no longer lives by before and after. Just now, present, powerful, and finally free. They weren't always cover-worthy. In fact, some of today's hottest stars once battled braces, baby fat, and brutal nicknames. But with time, transformation, and maybe a little cosmetic magic, they stunned the world. From awkward teens to red carpet royalty, these celebs prove that glow-ups are real and revenge can be gorgeous. Ready to see the jaw-dropping before and after? Khloe Kardashian. For a long time, Khloe Kardashian was seen as the odd one out in the most famous reality TV family in the world. While Kim and Kourtney soaked up the spotlight, Khloe often found herself stuck with the nickname the Chubby Sister, a label that followed her through years of public life, tabloid scrutiny, and internet mockery. But Khloe, she wasn't about to stay in that box. With quiet determination and a sharp sense of humor, she began a journey of self-transformation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. She ditched the soda, picked up the dumbbells, and showed up to the gym like it was a second job. Her workouts were intense, her focus unshakable. Slowly, the world started to take notice. What emerged wasn't just a woman with a sculpted figure, it was someone who had reclaimed her power. And she didn't stop with herself. Her TV show, Revenge Body, took her personal mission and turned it outward, helping others bounce back from breakups, setbacks, and self-doubt through fitness and self-love. Khloe's glow-up wasn't overnight. It was earned rep by rep, choice by choice. Today, she isn't just one of the Kardashians. She's a symbol of resilience and a reminder that sometimes the best revenge is becoming everything they said you couldn't be.